Hey, good morning everybody. Sarasota Tim coming to you from inside my Wolf Pub camper, my beautiful little camper. And this morning I'm going to make a video, but before I do, I was thinking of some things and I thought that I would video from inside the camper here and remind you guys it's Sunday and give you a little encouragement, to remember what we talked about in some videos about how to begin your day. Now, of course, I never turned on that TV and listened to any of that media stuff, but I did have, I discovered this. I'm gonna put a link in the video. There is I searched Promises of God, and there is a 3-hour long video. I think it just loops after about an hour, or just, how some of the scriptures in the Bible say the same thing, but in a different book. Anyway, there was 3 hours of promises, not just one, not just 2 or 10. There is so many promises of God to encourage you, no matter what you're considering, thinking, debating, suffering, whatever you're going through, whatever your life is doing, whether it's be deciding about Social Security, your relationships, quitting your job, starting another job, opening doors, needing an opportunity for something new, moving, traveling, staying put, giving forgiveness, whatever it is, there are nuggets left and right in this video, and I highly encourage you to listen to it. And that's what I did. And also, I talk about, purging and cleaning up your stuff. As you can see, my bed, I've got it made when my feet hit the ground. I love my new bedspread, by the way. The kitchen counter here, I made my coffee. I got rid of the coffee filter with all the old coffee grounds. I washed a couple of dishes that I had. Everything is neat and orderly. I'm going to give these away. I bought these plastic, for weight reduction. But one time I bit into one of these forks and a little piece of the what do they call them? Tongs. One of the tangs broke off and almost chipped my tooth. So I'm a little scary of those things now, so I'm going to give them to my buddy. So I swept my floor and cleaned my new rugs. I got a runner over here. And everything in here is perfectly spotless clean. Someone told me, a couple of you guys told me that the AC doesn't affect the audio talking to you, so I'm very comfortable in here. And I got some encouragement too this morning. Someone messaged me, and they've been watching the videos, and they remind me that I said that I've got that oil maintenance light on my 4Runner and to go get my oil change. And it put a little fire underneath me. And I appreciate that encouragement. I explained that I did go down to the dealer. They wanted 2 hours the other day to do it. And I said, well, when was the last time I actually did it? They pulled up my records. It was 7,000 miles ago. Now they say you can go 10. I like to do it at 5. So it is going to be due, and it's free. I've got one last one, an oil change with the tire rotation. So I'm going to get that done very soon. Let me turn my little radio off here. And then another thing I did this morning outside, let's take a walk out there. This is all before I get ready to go to the gym. My friend Pete with the hot rod that I videoed yesterday, he lives in the end unit over here, and he wanted to borrow a brush that I keep to wash the RV, to I guess wash the hot rod. So I came out here and I swept all my mat. Wind and stuff blows pine needles and things all around, keeping that clean so I don't track it into my camper. I tidied everything up, which is generally always tidy. And then it was time, not that this is anything really interesting, I guess, but here is how you change and empty your black water, your sewer. So that one stays open. That's the sink and shower. That just runs right out, keeps the hose clean, goes right out to the sewer. And then this, you keep closed, and about once a week, and if Tammy comes over, we're using it more, the restroom, then we will empty it. So you close that off, then you pull that. There's my buddy. And I emptied my black water tank this morning, And then I dropped a couple of those pellets that look like laundry things in a little bag. You put that down in the tank, and that helps odor and dissolve paper and stuff like that. So I'm taking care of business every morning. There's nothing that I don't need sitting here. These are all things that I use. I'm getting ready to go to the gym, and I was listening to that, what I was telling you about this morning on, let me go back in, I gotta get my stuff. I was telling you guys that I was listening to the Promises of God. It's Sunday morning. I listen every day. It doesn't have to be Sunday. Let me turn the video around. And I just wanted to say, oh, it's so nice in here, that I really enjoyed the comments and talking about the old days. Yesterday on a video, a lot of people were going back. One comment, he listed all those old shows that I couldn't quite think of in the video that were definitely good. Flipper and F Troop, and Gomer Pyle, and all those. So yeah, those old days were good. But now the day is going to begin. I'm going to wash the truck today. It needs it. Spray it off and dry it. I might even rub on it a little bit. And then I certainly want to keep up my exercise, go to the gym, doing a little walking and running combination on the treadmill to do some cardio, trying to keep that weight down. And you guys know I quit drinking almost 3 months ago. On the 1st will be my 3rd month, and I don't even think about it. I don't even talk about it because, you know, we'll talk about it in a video when it's an anniversary, but it's nothing to brag about. I don't think about it. I'm not trying to boast about it. It's just that, you know, I'm glad I did it, and I don't even think or want any of that. In fact, yesterday where I was working, you know, and passing out alcohol samples, I was talking to the manager, and she was saying that her and her husband don't really have but a couple of drinks every now and then themselves. They're not big drinkers. So if you have an issue with it, or you're doing it too much, or in the afternoon, or you're doing it at a bar and then you drive and all that kind of thing, I would encourage you to think about it and stop or cut way back, do something. But we did mention briefly about wine when she said, well, I do enjoy a glass of wine. I go, that's the only thing that I kind of miss. I was having something with Tammy the other day, a steak that we made on the grill, and I told Tammy, I said, boy, a glass of red would sure wash this down good, because I did used to enjoy Cabernet, but it wasn't like I was saying because I got to have it or I'm jonesing for it. I can talk about it, I can be around it, I can serve it. I don't need it, and I'm not going to have it. But let's go on down the road, and as we think about more things to talk about today, we're going to, and I got a few topics in mind, and some are, you know, repetitive, but there's a lot of people that are asking questions in the comments. And let me just say right now, real quickly, folks, when it comes to making decisions about some of the things that we talk about or I've talked about, and of course I still get comments on videos that, you know, are doing very well in views, not just the comments I got from yesterday's video. I still see them coming in because people are discovering the videos, or for whatever reason they're just seeing it. And it was a video we put up about Social Security a month ago. And if you need decisions, if you need to know what to do, if what I talk about isn't convincing enough for what I'm doing, then do look at this video that I'm going to put into the link about promises of God's promises. And don't lean on your own understanding. Don't lean on what other people say in comments, or what other YouTube videos say, or what your financial counselor tells you, or anybody. Trust God. He will meet your needs. You know, a lot of people wake up every day and they want to look at the stock market and they're counting their money, and that is their God. They are all consumed with how much money am I worth today. And while, you know, it's important, and, you know, you got to have money to live, when people really are just focusing how they can go out today and buy another investment property, or put more money in the stock market and do these kinds of things, what you need to do is think on the things above. Be happy. Be happy to people. Be kind to people. And he already knows your needs. God knows your needs. He's going to take care of you. He's going to make something happen for you. And should you decide to collect your Social Security at 62 years old, as I've done, and I have no regrets, I already know. I mean, every day is a good day. I'm not worried about what might come and what hasn't come yet. The Bible clearly says don't worry about that. You're not going to add another inch to your height worrying. The birds of the air don't worry. They don't spin and stow away stuff in barns, and yet God feeds them. Aren't you more important than a bird? You know, you're a creation of God in his own image. He loves you. The only thing is, you got to talk to him. You got to recognize him. You got to seek him first. He has to see that you are seeking him for direction, wisdom, correct, all these things. He doesn't want to just bestow blessings on people that don't talk to him, that don't know him, that are worshiping their bank account, their BMW, you know, their whatever, their, you know, their knowledge. And man, don't be judgmental. That's going to come back on you. You start judging people, that's an ugly thing to do. To sit and disparage someone, someone's spouse, someone's handicap, someone's anything. You are just asking for trouble. So be nice, be kind, show love, seek God today. It's Sunday. I'm preaching. Seek the Lord, pray, watch the video when you get a chance, and listen to the promises of God. Be reminded. It'll encourage you so much. It really will. There's so many promises, and it's just so simple when they give these verses. They're just so profound. And the thing is, God opens the ears to people he wants to hear that, and their hearts. If you're one of these kind of people that you're not living very godly, all this is noise to you. You not even hear it. It's just, you know, you just want to disparage, and you just, yeah. Turn that guy off. But if you are receptive and you are a believer and you trust God, you believe in God, but you haven't looked and talked to him in a while, and it's been too long, and you need to have someone tell you. Maybe this message right here is to encourage you. Don't listen to me. Listen to the Word of God. That's what I do. I don't listen to preachers on TV. I listen to the Bible, because that's the Word of God. And I'm telling you, this link I'm going to put in that's 3 hours long, I let it play since early this morning when I woke up. Then I laid back down and I probably fell asleep a little bit. I woke up, it was still playing, and I kind of started hearing the same ones. So I don't know if God made it like that, or the person that made the video, so that, you know, it would just keep giving you the same promises from, you know how it is in Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John, the first four Gospels of the New Testament. They're the same story, but different, you know? So anyway, check it out. And this video has been a little bit long, so I'm going to go ahead and upload it. And we'll make some more today and talk about some other fun stuff. And all the regular stuff too, don't worry. And I just want to say, I love each and every one of you people that are in my community, that leave your kind, loving comments. Yes, I read the comments that said, if Tim's reading this, I hope he talks about what kind of music he likes. I like classic rock, smooth jazz. I have kind of an eclectic taste. I'll listen to anything. Some of that new stuff, yeah, it'll get my foot moving, but if it's got bad language in it or whatever, I don't want to hear it. But I read them all. Yes, I've read them all. I answer a few. And all right, get out there today, crush it.